None of these people had to help. But millions of lives changed because they refused to say, "Someone else will do it." Story 1. The man who saved 669 children. In 1939, 29-year-old British stockbroker Nicholas Winton travelled to Prague as Nazi control threatened Czechoslovakia. Winton was not a soldier, government leader, or professional rescue worker, but he recognised that thousands of children, many of them Jewish, were in immediate danger. Working with a small network, he helped organise documents, sponsors, transportation, and homes in Britain. Over 9 months, the effort helped move 669 children out of Czechoslovakia before the outbreak of the Second World War. Winton spoke little about the rescue for decades. In 1988, the story reached the BBC. During a television appearance, he was surprised by adults who had been among the children he helped rescue. The reunion revealed the human consequences of work that had remained largely unknown for nearly 50 years. Winton could not save every child, but he refused to let the inability to save everyone become an excuse to save no one. 669 children lived because one man stopped asking whether he could solve the entire crisis and started helping the child directly in front of him. Story 2. The man with the golden arm. When Australian teenager James Harrison underwent major chest surgery at 14, donated blood helped save his life. He made himself a promise. When he became old enough, he would give blood so another person could receive the same chance. At 18, despite disliking needles, James began donating. Doctors later discovered that his plasma contained a valuable antibody used to make anti-D treatment. This medication helps protect babies when an Rh-negative mother's immune system might otherwise attack the blood cells of an Rh-positive baby. James continued donating for approximately 6 decades. He made more than 1,100 donations. And his plasma contributed to treatments credited with helping protect an estimated 2.4 million babies. James did not begin with a plan to save millions. He began with a promise to repay strangers he would never meet. Extraordinary impact often begins as an ordinary promise that someone keeps longer than anyone expected. James used what was inside his body. Our final story began when a chef realised that the skill inside his hands could become emergency aid. Story 3. The chef who turned food into hope. After a devastating earthquake struck Haiti in 2010, Chef Jose Andres travelled there to determine how his culinary experience could help affected communities. Instead of treating food as a secondary concern, he saw prepared meals as immediate emergency relief, and local cooks, restaurants, and suppliers as essential partners in recovery. That experience led to the creation of World Central Kitchen. The organisation developed a model centred on arriving quickly, working with local communities, and serving familiar, nourishing food rather than imposing a distant solution. World Central Kitchen later responded to hurricanes, wildfires, wars, the COVID-19 pandemic, and other humanitarian emergencies. By January 2025, the organization reported serving more than 500 million meals since its founding. Jose did not invent food, volunteering, or disaster relief. He connected them differently and showed that hope can be delivered on an ordinary plate. You do not always need a new talent to change the world. Sometimes you need to place the talent you already have where the suffering is greatest. One man organized trains. One man donated plasma. One man began cooking. None could repair the entire world, but each repaired the part within reach. Which skill do you already have that could become hope for someone else? Share it below. If you believe ordinary people can create extraordinary change, subscribe to Echoes of Hope.